Hey guys, how's it going? I've done some bootleg style videos recently over the last few weeks. In fact, we've done 3, I think. So, not, fancy cameras and fancy lights, just me and my iMac. This is my iMac. I recorded this through. And they've done really well. So I just thought I'd do another one. We've just finished doing a Feedback Friday video for the guys over the Academy at scottsbaselessons.com. If you haven't checked out the Academy at scottsbaselessons.com, do it! It is absolutely badass. There's me doing live stuff every week. We've got some of the best bass players in the world, tutors doing live stream events every week. We've got a full course library, all these shenanigans. And every week I do a Feedback Friday session with all the members of the Academy where they can submit videos to me. And one of the questions that came in today was, he was working on his articulation and he'd sent a video to me and wanted me to check it out. And if you don't know what articulations are, it's like hammer-ons and ham-ons, pull-offs, slides, things like that. And it's a great thing to work on. I think one of the 3 of the key things when it comes to groove or playing great bass lines is having great time, working on your time regularly. So great time, great articulation and control of articulations. Okay, so that's sort of like, I'm using a whole load of different things there. I'm using slides. I'm using hammer-ons, pull-offs, slides. There's a whole lot of things going on there. So you need a really great command of all of the articulations. And if you want to, get a real funky sound like that, you're going to need to practice the articulations using different exercises, okay? But that's not what I'm here today for. Today I'm here because when I watched this guy's video, one of the members of the Academy, when I was watching his video, and I watch a lot of people's videos because I do these weekly feedback sessions, and obviously I go to a lot of gigs and I work with a lot of students and have worked with a gazillion students in the past. One of the things, even big name bass players, one of the things that I always think that people could work on and should work on is their dynamics within their lines. Like if I just play that again, just take note of how there's, each note is not the same as the previous. It's just like when I talk, sometimes I go, I'm talking high and I'm talking, sometimes I go low and I go loud and sometimes I talk soft and it's how I describe, how I use my voice to describe what I'm feeling. Same thing with the bass line, right? So. Even there, just like, that was loud. Okay, every note is not the same as the previous note. It's not, I'm not talking like this, da 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 da. That's what a lot of bass players tend to suffer from, kind of this monotonal playing, where they just play like this all the time and it's all the same velocity or dynamic, whatever you want to call it, bar. And that's what I wanted to talk today. I want to give you 3 tips or 3 really specific exercises on how I got a lot more dynamic response out of my playing. Okay, so the first one is super simple, and I really recommend when you're doing these dynamic style exercises or the exercises to get your dynamics together within your playing, try using exercises like this before you try and use it within grooves and things like that, because there's a lot of stuff going on within a groove. So what these exercises are going to do is just really highlight and really focus on getting your plucking hand to be able to play soft and loud at different tempos and at the same tempo. We'll talk about that in a minute. So here's exercise 1. Okay, guys, I'm going to use a C major scale. And I want want you to go right up to the top of the G string as well. So I want you to go to that C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, and then stop on the F, okay? So. Now it's nice to add that B in at the bottom because it kind of resets and takes you round. So it's going to sound like this. Yeah? And onwards, it's just like cyclic, it just goes round and round. Now the first thing I want you to do is play quiet to loud. So as you ascend down the fingerboard, you're going to get louder. And then as you descend back down the fingerboard or down the scale, you're going to get quieter. I'm going to play it slowly to start with, and then I'm going to speed it up. Now notice how the speed doesn't change at all. When you start doing this exercise, I recommend using a metronome. Just to keep you in place. It's not anything other than just to keep your place and just give you a benchmark of where that time should be. Because when a lot of students start doing this, when they play slow, when they play quiet, they play slow. And then they speed up as they get louder, and then they slow down as they get quieter, okay? What we do is we don't want to do that. We want to keep it super steady. So, starting quiet, getting louder, louder, and then quieter, 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 till it's almost a whisper. So practice it at different speeds as well, like this, okay? So I'm just going to... Bit faster. The other way round, loud to quiet. You don't need to play at that speed though. To keep it really steady. Whatever speed you're comfortable at, that's what speed to do it at, okay? Now then, exercise 2 is to assign different dynamics to different strings. So you could do quiet, loud, okay? Just an example. So the E string quiet, A string loud, D string quiet, G string loud. Okay, sounds like this. You know, you could do loud, quiet, loud, quiet. So. Now, obviously, speed it up. Quiet, loud, okay? Okay. When you hear me play, I get a lot of, you know, hear that, you know, it's not, you know, there's this kind of always. hear these spikes? That's because I've practiced this stuff. Okay, so exercise number 3 is using it in sequences. So a sequence is like, for instance, we could do a sequence of thirds, okay? So we take the C major scale. I'm going to ask you to sing it before you play it because you might not be able to play it, but I'm damn sure you can sing it, okay? So da 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 da. Okay, if you can't play it, sing it and then work it out. Ooh, da dee da 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 dee va da va dee. Now, what we're going to do is take that and assign a different velocity or different dynamic to each note. One quiet, one loud. I really like loud and quiet just going between the two because the medium stuff just takes care of itself. Or that's how I feel anyway. That's what happened to me. Okay, so we're going to do quiet, loud. Okay, so. Okay, and a faster. What you're doing here is you're training your plucking hand to make this possible. Without doing exercises like this, I would never play like I do today. Never. It's one of the most, these are some of the most important exercises that I ever used. If you are an Academy member, go to the Technique Deep Dive course. You'll be able to check them out in there. There's these and a gazillion more that are just like this. And if you're not an Academy member, check it out. I'll put a link below this video. You can go to scottsbasslessons.com, check out the Academy. You can do a 14-day free trial, completely risk-free, and just check it out and see whether it's for you. So let me just run over those 3 again. So the first one is just going up and down the dynamic range. So generally I go from quiet to loud like this. Or loud to quiet. Okay, that's the first one. The next one is assign different dynamics to different strings. So let's do quiet, loud, quiet, loud. Okay, and the last one is use it in sequences. So we did it in thirds, so we're going to go quiet, loud, quiet, loud. Could do it in fourths. Fifths. Six. Sevens. Oi. No, the dynamic isn't there. I need to do that again. There you go. So mess around with these exercises, guys. I can't tell you how much this affected my bass playing. It was the, one of the catalysts for the way I play today, really. It was one of the exercises, using these type of exercises, because I think if somebody listened to my playing and had to put a few taglines on it, one of them would be dynamic, in terms of I do use a lot of the dynamic range. I'm not a monotone player at all. And it actually came from me listening to a guy called Skuli Sverrisson, who used to do, in his solos, he would do runs such as this. Okay, that's like one of his classic type of, you know. And I hear this, and I was like, what is that? I want to play like that. Stuff like this, and you can hear that pulsing in the dynamics. I heard him do it. I was just like, I've got to get that in my playing, and just devised all these exercises like the ones I've showed you today to do that, and it works. So hopefully you'll use these exercises in your own time and get this get this kind of stuff into your own playing. Remember, great time, great command of articulations, and great dynamics will get you so far as a bass player. Obviously, there's the stuff as harmonic knowledge and fretboard knowledge as well, but those three guys are just super important. So hopefully you enjoyed this lesson. If you did, click like and share the bass love, and go over to the academy at scottsbasslessons.com and check it out. 14-day free trial. And hey, while you're at it, subscribe to the YouTube channel too. Okay, take it easy, guys. Bye.